Today we are going to discuss the issue of debenture, that is the chapter of accountancy, accounting for the company. In this video, we discuss about the debenture, issue of debenture, and all the entries regarding all the cases. Okay, so let's start. Company's account, issue of debenture. As per section 230 of the Company Act 2013, the debenture include the debenture stock, bond, or any other instrument of the company evidencing a debt, whether the constituting the charge on the asset of the company or not. As we studied, the company rely on both equity and debt. So the debenture is a source from which the company can issue debt. Right? Okay, the meaning of debenture is the company may need additional amount money for the long time. It can issue share every time it not possible, so it can raise loan from the public. The amount of loan can be divided into the units that a small denomination and the company sell them to the public. Each unit is called debenture and the holder of such is called debenture holder. There are different types of debenture. First, on security basis, that is secured and unsecured, and on secured there is first mortgage and second mortgage. On the basis of redemption, redeemable and non-redeemable, on record, registered and bearer, convertibility, convertible and non-convertible, and priority, first and second. From the security point of view, there is two types of debenture, that is secured and unsecured. On secured debenture, the company charge on asset of the company and debenture holder have right to recover their principal amount with the unpaid amount of interest on such debenture out of the asset mortgaged by the company. But in unsecured debenture, it cannot carry any security, so the principal amount and unpaid amount cannot be recovered from any assets. On the basis of redemption, there are two types of debenture, that is redeemable, which can be redeemed after the fixed period of time. After the expiry of such period, the debenture can be redeemed by annual drawing or by purchasing from open market. Non-redeemable debenture, debenture which are not redeemable in the lifetime of the company, such can be paid back only when the company goes on liquidation. On the basis of negotiability, the registered and bearer, the debenture which are registered with the company, their amount is noted down in the register of the company and whose name is appear in the register of the company. But the bearer debenture is not recorded on the register of the company, and such debenture can be transferable merely by the delivery. So, the debenture entitled to get the interest. On the basis of convertibility, debenture convertible and non-convertible. Convertible debenture are that debenture which can be converted into shares after the expiry period, and non-convertible cannot be converted into the share. On the basis of priority, first debenture, it is redeemed before the second debenture, and second debenture, it is redeemed after the first debenture. On the basis of coupon rate or interest rate, so coupon rate, usually debenture issued at coupon rate, that is annual interest on the face value of the debenture, and zero coupon rate is that debenture which cannot carry any coupon rate and it is issued on discounted rate or substantial discount to be compensate the investor for the interest. Issue of debenture. The debenture issue certificate by the company under its seals, which is acknowledgement of debt taken by the company. The procedure of issue of debenture by a company is similar to the issue of share. A prospectus is issued, applications are invited, and the letter of allotment are issued. On the rejection of the application, money and allotment money, whatever, it will be refunded. In case of partial allotment, the excess application money may carry adjusted toward the substantial call. Issue of debenture taken various form: on cash, other than cash, debenture issued at collateral security, at par, premium or discount. So, debenture issued for cash at par, application money received will be same as the share bank account to debenture application, whole amount. Transfer of debenture application money to the debenture account is on their allotment, debenture application to debenture. Money due on allotment, debenture allotment to debenture. Money due on allotment will be received, bank to debenture allotment. First and final call made, debenture first call to debenture. And finally money received, bank account to debenture first or final call. The two calls, first call and second call, may be made, journal entry will be made on the line made to the first and final call. Issue of debenture at premium. Debentures are said to be issued at premium when these are issued at the value which is more than their nominal value. Like the value of debenture is 100, issued at 110. So the excess amount of rupees 10 is the amount of premium. The premium on issue of debenture is capital receipt and credited to the security premium reserve, as shown in equity and liability part of the balance sheet as a reserves and surpluses under the shareholders fund. Utilization of security premium is specified under section 52(2) of the Company Act 2013. Debenture allotment account debit to debenture account to security premium. Issue of debenture on discount. As the debenture are issued at less than their nominal value, they are said to be the discounted debenture. Like debentures amount is 100 but issued at 90 per debenture. It is important to note that the Companies Act not put any restriction on maximum limit of discount. However, there should be provision for issue of such debenture in the article of association of the company. Disclosure of discount in balance sheet. It is a capital loss which shall be written off within 12 months of the date of balance sheet or within the period of operating cycle, and until it is written off completely, it's shown on the asset side of balance sheet under the current asset and subheading other current asset. Discount on issue of debenture account is supposed to be allowed on allotment unless otherwise mentioned. Discount on issue of debenture account debit to debenture will be entry. Right? Okay. Oversubscription. The company, if received the application for the number of debenture that exceeds the number of debenture offered to the subscription, it is called oversubscription. There can be followed treatment of the excess application money received. The total amount of excess number of application is refunded in case the application is totally rejected. So, application debenture, okay, to bank. Refunded amount are rejected. For the adjustment of excess application money adjusted toward the sum due on allotment, debenture application account debit to debenture allotment. Excess amount is adjusted toward the sum due on allotment or rest of amount is refunded. So, there will be debenture application, debenture allotment to bank. Issue of debenture for other than cash. So, the company can purchase some assets and issue debenture as a payment for the purchase to the vendor is known as issue of debenture for the consideration other than cash. The debenture can be issued to the vendor at par, premium or discount. On the purchase of business, so sundry assets, goodwill as balancing value to sundry liability to vendor to capital reserve. Okay, so either capital reserve or goodwill will be transferred, as if liability is excess, that will be goodwill. If asset is excess, that will be capital reserve. Okay. Purchase consideration. it is the amount agreed to be paid by the purchasing company of the business from another enterprise. It may be given in the quotient, otherwise it will be equal to the net asset. Right? Agreed value of asset taken, agreed amount of liability assumed. On the issue of debenture to the vendor. So, at par, vendor to debenture, at premium, vendor to debenture to security premium, or vendor debenture discount to debenture. Issue of debenture as a collateral security. Collateral security means it is an addition to the principal security. It is subsidiary or secondary security. Whenever the company takes loan from the bank or any financial institution, it may issue a debenture as a secondary security, which is the addition to the principal security. Such an issue of debenture is known as issue of debenture as a collateral security. The lender will have right over the debenture only when the company fails to pay the loan amount and the principal security is exhausted. In case the need to exercise this right does not arise, debenture will be returned back to the company. No interest is paid on debenture issued as a collateral because the company pay interest on loan. In the book of the company, issue of debenture as a collateral security can be credited in two ways. No journal entry to be made in the company's book. Debenture are issued as a collateral security. A note of this fact is given on the liability side of the balance sheet under the head of secured loan and advances. So, accounting treatment of debenture as a collateral security. In balance sheet, debenture amount, loan secured by issue of debenture will be mentioned. Entry to be made in the book of account of the company. A journal entry is made on the issue of debenture as a collateral security. The debenture suspension account is debited because no cash is received for such issue. So, following journal entry will be made: debenture suspense to debenture. In the balance sheet of issuing company will be shown debenture, okay, as a collateral security. You have to mention this: loan, bank, debenture suspense, debenture issued as a collateral security will be entered as per contra. Issue debenture with the condition stipulate to the redemption. At par, repayable at par, premium par, discount par, issued at par, repayable at premium, issued at premium, repayable at premium, issued at discount will be repayable at premium. Any of the condition will be applied. Issued at par, redeemable at par, so the full amount will be received bank to debenture account. Premium, bank to debenture to security premium, bank to discount issue on debenture to debenture. When issue discount, redeemable at par. Issued at par, redeemable at premium, bank loss on issue of debenture to premium on the redemption of debenture. Issued at premium, redeemable at premium, so bank account debit, loss of issue of debenture to security premium reserve, okay, to premium on redemption of debenture. So it will be set off by the security premium reserve. Issued at discount and redeemable at the premium, bank discount on issue of debenture, loss on the issue of debenture to premium on redemption of debenture. Interest on debenture. Debenture is always prefixed by the certain percentage that says as 9% or 12% debenture. You have ever thought that what does mean that prefix? It carry the interest rate. So generally company paid interest rate on its debenture after the 6 months. When interest is due, debenture interest to tax deduction at source to debenture holder. For payment of interest on debenture holder to bank. On transfer of debenture interest account to the profit and loss account to debenture interest. On the payment of tax deduction at source of the government, tax deducted at source to bank. So here all the entries are discussed and all the entries are mentioned in this video. You can make short notes from this. In next video, we will solve all the questions on issue of debenture and chapter will end here. Okay, so hope you all understand all the entries. Please note down all the entries in a separate copy so that when you try to revise all the entries, you will be able to revise all the entries. The amount can be put by calculation, but the entry should be remembered. Okay, so here video ends, and please solve some questions on issue of debenture.